Hi, welcome to another video from Habas Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make butternut squash and chickpea curry. So just before we go into the ingredients, I'd just like to apologise if you can hear any background noise. We've got a storm going on at the moment here in the UK, and it's very windy outside. I've got some wind just coming in through the extractor fan, so you might hear just a little bit of background noise. Nothing to worry about. So this is more of a Thai inspired curry than an Indian one. The ingredients are coconut oil, 1 tablespoon, a Thai curry paste, 3 tablespoons. You can use any type of paste you can buy. Then we'll need 2 medium onions, 6 cardamom pods, about 1 kilo of butternut squash. You can use any squash, including pumpkin. Then we're going to use a cup of vegetable stock. So I've got the powder here, which I'll add to a cup of boiling water. Then 400 ml of coconut milk. Obviously that's from a tin, not from a carton. And then 400 grams of chickpeas. About 250 grams drained if you're using your own cooked chickpeas. So let's get started. Just move some of this out of the way. We're going to need to chop the onions and peel and chop the butternut squash as well. So not much to chop up on this one really, just the onions and the butternut squash really. Okay, let's get rid of these. So once you've done all the chopping, you need to then heat the oil in a large stock pot or saucepan. So obviously you want quite a sort of medium to high heat initially. So it needs to be a good tablespoon to go with the paste, just so that everything doesn't start to stick to the saucepan. So initially what we need is the curry paste, the onion and the cardamom. That's the 3 tablespoons of curry paste. So we just want 6 cardamom pods just straight in there. And then just slide the onion in as well. We're going to stir fry this for about 2 or 3 minutes before we start adding the rest of the ingredients. Wooden spoon, give that a good stir. So all we're looking to do initially is just soften the onions and just give them a good coating in the oil and the paste, and just spread those cardamom pods around. If it does start to look a little bit dry, or if it's starting to stick to the bottom of your pan, just add a little bit more oil or just a splash of water. So that's been a couple of minutes now. Going to add the butternut squash. Important to add the butternut squash just before you add any of the fluids, so that they get a little bit of a coating. And there we go. In the oil and in the paste. So that only wants an extra minute, not much more than that, just for the, as I said, just to coat that squash. So what I'm going to do is just boil the kettle for my stock. And add the coconut milk into the pan. So the good thing about using this coconut milk from the tin is that you get the thicker stuff at the top of the tin, especially if you leave it in the fridge overnight before you make this. And that really thickens up all the fluid and the stock that we use for this curry, and it just makes it a little bit more tasty and a nice sort of thick, creamy texture. And obviously if you wanted it thinner, you can leave this cream out, or you could use the light coconut milk that you can also get in the tins. So what I'm going to do is just get the boiling water. I've got a cup. I'm just going to pour a cup of boiling water into that. And then add about a teaspoon of the stock. So obviously you need to follow the instructions of whichever stock you're using. If you're using a cube, usually they're about 1 cube per 750 mils or 3 cups. So now we just need to bring all of that together. And we're going to bring the whole thing up to the boil before adding the chickpeas. Right, so that's up to the boil now. I'm just going to add the chickpeas in. They were drained, by the way. Stir it through. So once the chickpeas are in there, we just need to leave that for 10 minutes to simmer. You can leave it uncovered so that the sauce thickens up. Obviously it depends how big you've cut your butternut squash chunks. Bite-sized chunks should take about 10 minutes. I'll see you in 10 minutes then. So that's about ready. I'm going to take it off the heat now. And start serving that up. So being a curry, obviously there's a number of different things you could serve this with. There's obviously rice. We find the best thing to serve it with is bread, so you could use a naan bread or chapati. Chapati is one of our personal favourites. You can actually make your own. Look out for one of our videos coming up on that. There's also things like potato, sag aloo, things like that, another video that we've got. Whichever you choose, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy having a go at the recipe. If you do have a go at it, please leave feedback in the comment section down below. Also like and subscribe. I'll see you in another video.